We grew from cracked concrete, same hallway, same hunger, shared plate, same summer, same thunder in our chests. You were the first to swing when the older kids stepped. I was the first to stand back to back and accept that the world was a wager, rigged table, stacked debt. We learned to play anger like a card we never set down. Every dare, every stare, we inherited unrest. We spoke inside eyes and clenched jaws, that was our accent. You, grinning with a split lip, saying it was worth it, laughing through a swollen cheek like pain was a purchase. We bought into that myth that the hardest one earns it, that the last one standing is somehow the purest. We dressed our fear in bravado, stitched panic, the posture. Called it honor, called it family, called it culture. If I'm honest, I envy you, the way a storm envies a fracture in the sky. You were immediate, impulsive, incandescent rage. I was pages and pages of thoughts with nowhere to lie. Years later, you're pacing, same eyes, different tension. That bottle pistol in your hoodie, like a sentence. You asked me, ride with me. Not a question, more a summons. Said they disrespected you, this was justice. This was something in that instant. Every child at afternoon, every cheap plastic trophy, every secret we assumed was a life raft started sinking in my chest, because I knew if I refused to feel betrayed, and if I moved with you, someone else would get erased. I went anyway, feet heavy like each step was a confession. Cold windows, coughing, cold air, your monologue aggressive. You kept rehearsing revenge like a prayer. I kept rehearsing reasons to turn you to repair. Some fracture in the narrative, some hinge and you stare, but you were locked in, jaw wired to the wheel. Every sentence ended with they gon' feel how I feel. I watched your hands tremble, that twitch you tried to hide, the same one you had the night your father died. I thought about that funeral, how you wouldn't cry, you just cussed and laughed. You said men like us don't break, we blast. But your knuckles told the truth to the casket glass. Tonight you carry that orphan grief as a loaded fact. I saw the same little boy in your grown man mask. Only difference now, your tantrum had a caliber. It could turn a whole block into a calendar mark. An anniversary of absence carved in the bark of people we never meet. Mothers clutching at dark. We parked 2 streets down from the corner you named. Your breathing picked up like a drum line in your veins. I could almost see the scene stitched in your brain. You step out, lift up, tear the image from the frame. I could almost see the splash of regret delayed. How it hit you in the backseat of a squad car later. Too late to bargain, too late to trade. One hot-headed moment for the decades it would weigh. So you did what a coward does, or what the powerless does, or what a surgeon does when the wound outruns any chance of gentle stitching. I killed you in a way that left your body living. Reached over, turned the keys, locked the doors from my side. Put the gear in park like I was parking your pride. You snapped, what the I snapped. Breathe, voice breaking through my teeth, not tough, not clean. I started listing futures you would never let yourself see. You at 40 with a child who looked like we used to look when the world felt slightly less mean. You building something legitimate as our dreams. You tucked in a passport, tasting air in other cities. You laughing at your younger self for worshiping cruelty. You in the kitchen, learning that your hands can season and soothe instead of fracturing brand. You tried to cut me off, but your words lost rhythm. You pressed your head on the wheel, that vinyl imprinting. A shallow circle in your skin, a temporary stigma. I kept talking anyway, a relentless algorithm overlaying your vengeance with alternate additions. Draft after draft of a life you're done living. As your gurgling blood car on fire, I let it go over a cliff. And now you know you're a bitch as it explodes in the midst. I'm cold, bro, but you don't know what cold really is. Fuck you, die!
The clock's almost out. When midnight strikes, my soul moves to you. You keep the fight alive.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter, just say yes when we finish what I started.
Then let's finish it.
This. The invitation to dinner still stands. But tonight, she'd better bring the truth or don't come at all.
Nice and strong, Ricky. Let's grab one more from the top of that line.
Perfect, printing it.
Something about this guy doesn't sit right.
Ricky, he's just a neighbor. We're live, remember?
Trust me, I'll handle it.
Now welcome here, friend.
Gun's not part of the script. In this house, we look out for one another. Curtain or no curtain.
I am the reincarnation of Ricky Nelson!
I was raised on the
the hiss of the needle in splintered apartments. Back when my hunger was bigger than any diploma or parchment. Older than anger, but younger than all of the hurt in my cartilage. Hard in a harness, I stagger through carnage, still carving a harvest. Every resentment I should've released, I recycled as torque. Turned all the weight in my veins into language and layer reports. Teachers would circle my name, say I'm clever but lacking in sports. I learned to pivot among them the metaphors. Metal to forks, feeding myself off percentage utensils invented from tension. Never detention, a seminar, stealth intervention, dimension. Turned every slight into sight, every slight into sleight of hand engine. Slide of the pen through the tendons of terror, attention ascends. The megaphone to remember the letters I bled in the ledger. Measure for measure, my ring of confessions is pressure compressors. Feelings compressed in the breath that expresses obsessive endeavors. Questioning whether my questions are less of a wound than a weapon for leverage. I was a kid in the back of the class with a smile of the world. Filling the marches with martyrs and marches and marbles and girls. Filling the bridge with the ink to the eighth that was bent in my curls. Bending my tongue till it functional as furnace and fun in my world. Flipping it in a bar into a winter storm in the summer. Stuttering thunder between the syllables, subtle as blunder. Word in the wonder that kept me from plummeting over the under. Bumping your rubbles and crumbs, I'm taking a rubbery blunder. Break to the shame that they painted me in and remained as armor. Tailor the time of the hum of the drum of the drama. Contail a tuxedo for karma. Walking the drama like try me, I quietly side-eye the charters. Turns of a system that measures our value in dollars and drama. You see the surface and think it was easy, a breeze in the branches. Getting to witness the evens, I even yells on the word that you're getting the picture. Compared to the race where they lecture the end. Where I had a focus and fracture, I fashion and fracture the ladder. Every collapse is a class, I get 10 while pretending I'm fine. Pretending the pressure is pleasure, I press an impression in lines. Every depression I pressed in the lessons, I'm sketching a spine. Threading a thread through the threadbare ahead of the deadline I climb. I treat a beat like a thesis, a treatise on Greek euphoria. Leave people dreaming that breathing is deeper when meaning is glorious. Ripping the ringer like ripping the ridges, I'm feeding the warriors. Even the corridor when every word is a corridor. Run up the score and the score, but they swarm and they swarm and absorb and distort me. Sober than third and unfortunate point of the purpose deformity. But I record in the core with the storms that were born to contort me. Now every storm is a storyboard scoring a glorious story. Look how I'm flipping from cynical citizens, sick of the synonyms, sinner, send it in sentences, set it in minimums, giving the minimums, filling my fingers, but never beginning, I'm fearing the minimum, spelling and meditating, stitching the reason I'm saying to edit my envy of everyone winning on credit. Craving the credit we're getting while dead and my chest was embedded. Then I remembered I never was meant for the metrics they mention. My metric is whether the message you met in this metronome mandate. I want the kid in the mirror who wonders if wonder is wasted, who thinks their thinking is poison, their choices are always the basis. The blast, the eat of the version, you're gonna bust, I'm in the cadence. Feel every layer, I'm bringing despair, giving carefully braided into a dare. What if the score is a sick and you're work of a maker? What if the ache is a nigger or ground when you gather your acres? What if the breaking your voice is a doorway to all the faders? What if the weight in your chest is the reason you're raising it later? I've been afraid of my power, I dulled it with doubt and my doubloons hiding in humor. I cover the crumble with colorful costumes. I'm a traveling man and I made a lot of stops all over the world. And in every port I own the heart of at least one lovely girl. I've a pretty senorita waiting for me down in old Mexico. If you're ever in Alaska, stop and see my cute little Eskimo. Oh, my sweet falling down in Berlin town makes my heart start to yearn. And my giant dog down in old Hong Kong waits for my return. Pretty Polynesian baby over the sea. I remember the night when we walked in the sands of the Waikiki, and I held you oh so tight. Oh, my sweet falling down in Berlin town makes my heart start to yearn. And my giant dog down in old Hong Kong waits for my return. Pretty Polynesian baby over the sea. I remember the night when we walked in the sands of the Waikiki, and I held you all so tight. Oh, I'm a traveling man. Yes, I'm a traveling man. Yes, I'm a traveling man. Whoa, I'm a traveling man. This verse is dedicated to Ricky Nelson. He died in a plane crash the day I was born. I turned doubt into data, then data to daggers, then daggers to sutures that suture these fractures and habits of static attraction to average. I'm hacking the pattern that shackled your passion, the chatter in traffic and vapid reactions to laughter that lacks any backbone. Backbiting actors are acting them back when you're actually absent. I'm tracking the facts and the fragments they scattered, then stacking the scraps and the tactics of action. Adaptable atlas, I map out the madness, I'm mapping the math and the madness. I balance the ballast, I practice the art of collapse and collapses. I'm crafting the passes that passes the acid of panic and classic harassing and lands in your chest like a message. Flesh that confesses the mesh, it compresses the pressure to precious enhancements. I'm handling damage like bandages, branded in granite. I channel the chance of the chances. My stance is a lantern for answers. The dances of anguish can anchor the ankles and anger till language is angle. I strangle the tangle of mangled semantics. I wrangle revances and danger with dangerous in front of that angles. The ambush, the finger for finger, redampers with patches of planets expanding in tandem with tandem. Vapors of standards, I'm glad that I shattered. I'll pattern the scatter of scattered synapses. The tap of the sadness and pattern with madness and magic and matter of factors. The factions, the factions, the factions, distractions, this passionate plays while they bust a disaster and passive attacks and engaging. I'm crashing and getting it static, commandingly candid. I'm manic, the manic and channeling candidly. Granted is branded advantage. My baggage is heavy with letters and leverage and leverage. The level, the venom, I kept in my sentence. I've fed in inventive dimensions. I mentioned in section, I measured the press till like every expression is stretching to lessons you never expected. Like legends embedded in legends of effort. I'm debtor creditor, editor, predator, hunting the clutter and editor letters. I shred it to feathers, then spin them as quills for the kids that were killed in the crib of the rare by a wall that was written by bitter indifference. Indigo ink in the fingerprints, eccentric, infinite, incident, imminent, image, and militant citizens sitting and slithering into my ligament, literate ligaments, within the limits. I'm limitless images, vivid as cinema, syllable cinema, simmering in my peripheral, pivoting, giving you minimal intervals thinning a minute. I'm winning whenever I finish, beginning again. I'm a palindrome and a metronome, stepping stones, senses sending a sentiment, imminent, centered, assembled from embers of every December. I spent in the center of center, resentment, the winter, regretted to tender as skinters. I'm sent in the wind with my hint of redemption, that picture, redemption of visions and rhythms of wisdom you missed in your instant decisions. Incision, I'm splitting the prison of inner derision that lives in the mirror. You fear when it listens. I'm listening to limits, they litigate, little like critics who scribble their ridicule rituals, typical, timid and critical, cynical syllables, clinical, minimal, did it fall? I pivot through middle school ridicule, made me deliberate, little like minutes and vigilant syllables, drilling and vintage of village and living my skin. So let's get off the gimmicks and give you the benefit, infinite privilege and living a minute with limitless marvelous spinal twist. I don't miss dying the silence when I am since life is this tiny wrist giant chips, quiet gifts hiding the riots of fires and tired and firing and tireless fires and right the alignment. I'm iron and iris and wiring. I'm trying and tireless bias and silence colliding with sirens of guidance. I'm writing and lowering alignment with climates of crisis. I'm ice in the island of violence. I'm nice with the silence and slicing the silence in seconds and stretching the echoes to seconds to decades of lessons. I'm blessing the premises, wrestling nemesis, nested in senses, the senses of everything excellent. Pressed and impressed that is pressed to your chest like a question that presses for yes when you're guessing you're left and you're best and you're pressed to the edge of the ledge and you're hedging your bets and forgetting you're blessed.
Something about this guy doesn't sit right.
Ricky, he's just a neighbor. We're live, remember?
Trust me, I'll handle it.
You're not welcome here, friend.
Gun's not part of the script. In this house, we look out for one another. Curtain or no curtain.
You're sure about this? I don't wait around when family's on the line. Ricky, stay behind me.
Cut!
That was terrific.
You did good, son.
We stick together. That's how we win.
You told me to keep my cool, but they came after the family. I can't just sit on my hands. You raised me to stand up straight. I'm just taking that lesson further. Ricky, fighting won't solve it. Sometimes peace needs a guardian. No one lays a hand on us.
Telling me to keep my head down, but trouble's already knocking. If I don't answer, who will?
Ricky, that's not you. You're scaring your mother.
Maybe she should be scared, because if they touch this house again, I'm not holding back.
Then don't let them.
Cut! Lights up the room when she walks in. Heartbeats jump like a kick drum skin. I can't hide this feeling, babe.
Spinning the brand new Ricky Nelson track that's lighting up the charts across the country.
Always know where you stand.
We ain't leaving without Burdette.
And you walked into the wrong town. You take one more step, I'll plant you before that shadow moves. Lay the guns down and ride out, or you stay.
And action!
You want a soft touch? Not today. Anyone comes for the sheriff, they go through me first.
Cut! Oh, that's it. Excellent work.
Thanks, brother.
They're not gonna wait forever.
Let them sweat. We take them when they blink.
I'll be the blink. Count to 3. I'll be done by 2. Let's finish this.
Right on home, Cindy, right on home. Sun's going down, I'll be alone.
Keep that light in the window bright. Saddle up.
And action.
Oh,
He's down. Keep rolling.
Beautiful. Stay with them. And cut.
It's easy, don't you? You win a couple fights and suddenly you're a man. I'm just trying to keep you out of trouble. Trouble found me before I knew how to walk. I keep swinging because it's the only way to stand still, but inside it's a mess. You hear me? It's tearing me apart.
Me, huh? You want me to stand still? To shut up and take it? You think that's strength? I can't do that. I can't bury it like you. I feel every hit, every word. It burns all the way through. That's living. And I'm not letting go.
Rheotaxis, I know that's you. Why does everyone think you're Ricky Nelson?
You said you were gonna go take care of your friend. Then I see you performing on TV as Ricky Nelson.
Ricky Nelson died on December 31st, 85. I was born later that day. His soul has slipped into my...
Costume, are you? I'm Marilyn.
I know.
There's
Appreciate
a place
it, but
on
I'm
Sunset.
spoken for.
Time, ladies. I've got ink for everybody.
sign mine, please, right here.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
easy on the jacket.
Give me that sleeve.
Whoa, you ripped
Get his
it.
signature.
Sorry, ladies, gotta run.
Rheotaxis, your jacket.
I'll buy another. He's getting away.
Pardon me.
Big man, heard you're the new legend around here. How about a drink after rap?
Miss Monroe, you're dazzling. Any man would be, what, half crazy to tell you no, but only got eyes for one person.
And who's the lucky girl?
Billy Joe, that blonde over there.
Every ghost on this shore could whisper, and I'd still hear you above them.
You talk like a poet for a fighter.
Only when I'm looking at you.
The ghosts I've ever chased. None of them scare me like the thought of you not being here. The way this fire catches your eyes, you convince the night itself to stay. Let me be your shelter, your flame, your ocean.
You are.
Tonight I'm listening to you. In Ring, I'm stone. Out here, with the tide and that fire in your eyes, I'm soft clay. You make me believe in more than fights and ghosts.
A ghost on this beach could step out of the dark right now and I still wouldn't blink. Not when you're this close to me. When you die, your soul doesn't vanish. Finds the next purest vessel, slides right in like tied into a shell. When you die, your soul can be transferred to the next purest vessel.
Is that like voodoo?
No. More like energy displacement. Aura. It's thick in here, like it remembers.
It does. Listen to this. Patsy Cline, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, JP, The Big Bopper, Richardson, Ricky Nelson, Rocky Marciano, John Denver.
7 names, 7 echoes.
A plane crash. Different years, different sky.
They felt solid enough.
Solid enough to drop. Whatever they are, they know we're here.
Then let's find what they're guarding.
Billy Road Slick.
You're squeezing that wheel like it's about to break. What's got you wound up?
Just keep your eyes on the markers for me. We're
You're
close.
white as linen, Rio. You sure you're all right?
I'm fine. Just a little crowded in here tonight. We'll be
scaring
at the
me.
hospital.
I think the dead get high off this too. Maybe they're the ones holding the wheel.
Wait.
We're not moving.
Huh. How long we been parked?
Long enough for the ghosts to get bored.
Man, I needed that.
Same.
That, Billy?
What?
Whole building breathing. It's like the air has bones.
That's the weed talking, champ.
Maybe. Or maybe it's a ghost getting comfortable.
How long we
Long
been
enough for the
parked?
sun to fall in love with us.
That's
I'll steer well ahead.
Something's right behind us. I saw it come through the wall.
Keep running. Through here. Front hall straight ahead.
It's in the room.
Ignore it. Keep moving. This house isn't done with
Then
us.
we finish it.
Down there stayed frozen in 55. Fear's the chain that keeps it here. We're gonna break it.
Camera's rolling. EMF spiking off the charts.
Stay behind me.
You don't have to tell me twice. There, do you see it?
Time to let the...
What was that?
Something in the shed.
In there, it's behind this door. Stay behind me.
I'm right here. Oh my God.
He's done.
Is he?
Not anymore.
You just saved my
Let's
life.
get what we came for and
And just wander off.
The readings spike every time the wind shifts. Whatever it is, it's
Stay behind me. If it shows itself, we finish this.
Rheotaxis. We don't even know what this is.
We'll know when it steps out. And when it does, not
Every route. We end it now.
Loop's almost closed. It's watching us.
Let it. Can't cross fire. For the children.
Oh my God.
Burn.
Eyes open. The air changes down here.
feels like the whole ground's holding its breath.
This wasn't on the map. You sure about this?
A shelter or a sign, either way we find out.
Don't move.
Taunting this set picked the wrong night.
EMF spiking, Rio. It's right behind the chalkboard.
Stay behind
Oh,
me.
no, it's writing. Rio!
See it.
You just drop kick
Spirit
the
of flesh,
ghost.
fear's the same. We don't run.
The audience loves
Billy Joe on 3?
Don't tell me you're scared of a little box.
Not of boxes.
See? Nothing.
Everybody out!
That's not in the script.
Wasn't in the script of the universe either.
So what now?
Now we send it back.
It's holding its breath. Feel it? It's thick as tar.
Meter's jumping like a jazz bass. Whatever's here wants to be seen.
Eyes front, doll. We got company.
Just vanished.
Room 217,
You
heart
sure
of the
about
storm.
stepping in?
Always. Fear's just a leash. I cut my.
You feel it too, don't you? All this cold in the walls, but when you're beside me, it melts. Did it just laugh?
Guess even the dead love a good.
Sharp. Spirits feed on fear.
This place feels like it's still breathing.
You hear that?
The chair, it's moving.
Stay behind me.
There's something forming.
We aren't here to hurt you. Let go of the anger. Find your way home.
That was incredible.
Close, Billy Joe. This tunnel swallows sound.
I can feel it, like the air's heavier the farther we go.
Tragedy leaves a fingerprint. We read it.
Or it reads us.
Hold. Feel that drop in temp? Energy shift. Get ready.
Eyes on the dark.
This tunnel eats sound. Anything in here hears us before we hear it.
The meter's climbing. Something's moving.
I see it.
You believe in this now?
Doesn't matter what I believe, it's here.
That breeze, do you feel that?
Here's just the mind rehearsing lost. We walk.
Feel that pull?
It's climbing by itself.
Not an illusion. EMF spiking. Nickel's going uphill.
Old timer said a miner killed in 52 drags cars to the top. Looks like he still wants a ride.
Then we follow.
And again, hands off the brake. See that? We're still climbing.
You're in neutral, right? That's not the engine.
Yeah, we're going uphill, backward, 12% grade, no throttle.
EMF spiking, 25 milligauss. Rheotaxis, they're
Unsteady. Transmission's in neutral, brakes off, and we're still climbing.
It's pulling us, Rio. I don't see a toe. I don't see
Gravity
anything.
Hill doesn't need a tow truck. Seatbelt tight. Keep recording.
This is insane.
Been waiting my whole life for insane.
Oh my god, do you see that?
I see it. Let it.
Close, Billy. EMF's climbing. Something's here. It's spiking near the isolation ward.
Whatever it is, it knows we're here.
Behind me. The door just moved on its own.
I've got it. Patient 27962.
That's the number the nurse kept whispering.
Field spiking. This place hasn't had power in decades.
Then whatever's inside isn't friendly.
Stay behind me.
Needles dancing.
Show yourself.
You ever get used to that?
No, but we keep going.
Where to now?
Old lighthouse on the point.
Of course.
Grab your
Place?
Yeah.
Music's creeping me out.
Stay sharp.
It's getting quieter.
Means it knows we're here.
Feel that chill?
Energy shift. Keep moving.
You sure about this?
Too late to turn back. On my mark.
Got that? It's getting quieter.
Like it knows we're closing in.
Gives me chills.
Music doesn't turn itself down.
Unless something's waiting.
Stay behind me.
Not a chance. Safe, fighter. This place remembers blood.
Ricky, you got no hold on me.
Your fists can't stop the dead.
He's provoking you.
Let him. This ends tonight.
Spirit box is spiking.
Ricky Nelson.
We're not here to disrespect. We just want
You
answers.
trespass, leave the drain. The fighter bleeds tonight.
It knows you.
Let him talk.
burns bright, Boxer. I'll snuff it out.
Try me.
Up with the drain. EMF's off the charts.
Rheotaxis, you set my car on fire and drove me off a cliff. I'm not finished with you.
It's him again. We should get out while we can.
No, I'm done running. You want me, Pete?
Bolted from the outside. Whoever's running the circus just turned the cage into the ring.
We're supposed to be investigating, not starring in the finale.
Cameras or not, we keep our heads. Breathe. Trust the training.
My head's fine. It's everything
Then
else
anchor
that's
to me.
shaking.
Fear's just fuel. We burn it, we
Think that'll work?
Always does. I never leave home without it.
Smells strong already.
Strong enough to clear anything that wants to stick around.
Leave this place!
Oh my god, you hear that?
Yeah, he's mad.
Billy Joe, he's somewhere in here.
EMF spiking. Smells like ozone.
Means he's close. Ricky.
You walked out on me, Rhea. I'm coming home.
Not tonight. You're mine.
The pendant. It's holding him. Germanium matrix is climbing. You feel that shift?
Keep the light on the markers, Billy. He's close.
Box is locking in.
You don't belong here, tough guy. This ground's ours. Walk away or bleed with us.
Ricky Nelson.
You die with honor.
Don't stain it by threatening.
Behind me! Oh!
Get low, Billy. I've got it. Move.
Hey,
Don't look back.
you just dropped a legend.
She won't lie there long. We keep moving.
You're something else, Rheotaxis.
Save it for the car. Stay behind me, Billy. Not tonight, Lizzie.
You jumped your cold.
We don't have time to admire it. Come on.
Out the front.
Keep
Hurry.
moving. Don't look back.
She'll be up again.
Not if we're gone before she finds her feet. Get one.
It's too quiet.
The kind of quiet that remembers things.
Stay close. Hear that? Fridge is running.
In a place this dead?
Not food. This is a rig vacuum tubes coolant lines.
Why hide it in a fridge?
Keeps it cold and hidden.
Line cuts the energy. Spirits won't cross it.
You really think a handful of pink crystals can hold back what we heard out there?
It's not just salt. Himalayan carries trace iron and potassium, minerals they feel like a punch to the ribs. Stay low, Billy Joe.
The glass is cracking. Those eyes. That thing's not from this world. It's breaking through.
Get down.
What are you doing?
Ending this.
Rheotaxis!
You picked the wrong car.
Shouldn't be empty. The meter's spiking like crazy.
They're here. Just don't want to be.
Did you see that? It looked right at us and bolted.
Even spirits know when to quit. Keep moving. We're not here to haunt. We're here to free.
Cold as ice.
Yeah, we're not alone.
Company, they're running. Stay back.
Rheotaxis!
Wait, stop! We just want to talk! You can't hide from the living.
Temperature's dropping 20 degrees. Needle won't sit still.
Whatever's here knows we're coming. Stay close.
I can feel it, like the whole ship's holding its breath.
Show yourself.
It was right there, you saw it.
Yeah, fear's a choice. We don't choose it, we finish.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous keeps me sane. And still prettier than most of the fellas I fought.
Now stay focused, big guy. Needle's climbing.
Billy Joe, you are my queen.
Smooth.
Thought I...
Sure about this doll.
I'm sure about you. Ghosts don't scare me half as much as losing you.
You're a tough one, Billy Joe.
Takes a tough girl to love a fighter. Meter's climbing.
Whatever's here, it knows we're coming. Stay behind me.
Not a chance! Colder!
Gives off more than just echoes, Rheotaxis. You feel it?
Every rivet hums with stories. Keep your breath steady. They're watching.
You really think the pilot stayed behind?
Spirits don't care about manifest. They linger where they fell.
And we just walk in?
We walk in together. No
In hot.
Stay behind me, dog.
He's still breathing.
You can save him. Spirit riding this man, you're grounded. Leave me now.
Para arum vivum ready in tenebra.
Where am I? You're safe now, Captain. The storm's over.
Who's in that cockpit? It's not a man.
Ready.
I'll rip you apart!
Not tonight.
Hold him.
Spirit of violence, leave this vessel. Exiabeo immunde
You're
spiritus.
free. Breathe.
What? Where am I?
You're coming in fast. Stay behind me, Billy.
Just don't get scratched, hero.
Not tonight. Hold the light on him.
Eyes like furnace doors.
Let's draw it out.
Spirit that rides this man, you got no berth here. On the count of 3, you bail.
By the life that breathes, by the sky.
Knock the devil out of our pilot and crash, land us in one piece. That's twice tonight you saved me.
I do it every night and twice on Sunday.
Axes, you were meant to be my child, but a soul transfer happened right before the plane crash. I carried your name in the quiet of my heart, and when the wings broke apart that night, heaven passed you to another woman.
Mama.
One in the chamber, 5 in the wheel.
Good. He runs, he bleeds.
Last stop, Butcher.
You should have stayed in the dark. City sleeps easier tonight.
Until the next one wakes up.
We'll be there.
Always.
Get in.
Corner booth, brown suit. That's him.
Still packing the same iron. Ready?
Born ready.
On 3.
Two's enough. Let's move.
Well, well.
Lopez, 110 confirmed victims. Possible 300 or more.
And tonight we put an end to the count. Stay on my 6, Billy Joe.
Always.
He doesn't even know we're here.
Let's finish this.
Lopez!
300 ghosts can rest now.
Not enough to bring them back, but he'll never take another.
We should move before the locals arrive.
Just... Peter's climbing. Whatever's here likes to be watched.
Stay close. Spirit or flesh, it still bleeds.
Think the stories are true? Cass swore they heard a train after midnight.
Legends start somewhere. We're finding the route. On my mark.
There were 3 different Billy Joe Bradleys. Which one were you?
The first one. Janine Riley.
I have been in love with you since the pilot.
there tonight. Heard the champ was here. Frankie?
Rheotaxis.
Pleasure.
Likewise. Waves look like they're just waking up.
Then we'd better get closer. Never seen waves like this at night.
It's a real cooker out there. Cats are carving like it's noon.
Dreamy, isn't it?
Totally.
Wow.
Ocean doesn't sleep, neither do warriors. You listen, you move, you strike like the
That's
tide.
beautiful.
Tide, perfect moment. Life's about timing, Billy Joe.
You make even a cloud of smoke look like art.
Control the breath, you control everything. You ready to see a champion fall or fly?
Always.
You smoke like it's art.
Everything's art when it's survival.
You're the calmest one here.
Calm before the storm.
Whose storm?
Ours.
Always.
Bubbling of water, soft hiss of torch, long exhale.
Whoa, biggest cloud on the beach. Mind if we give it a whirl, Daddy-O?
Go for it.
Riders, slashes.
To make everyone remember your name, Rio.
Always. Watch this.
How's that jaw?
Try me.
You are out of your mind.
Can't even dent me.
You're ridiculous.
And you love it.
It's always like this.
How are you doing this?
This is how we do it.
Let's open a pineapple pizza shack on the beach.
Done.
Cloud could blanket the whole island, Rhee.
Better to keep the storm inside than let it out in the ring before the bell.
You think the crowd's ready for you tonight?
They're hungry for blood. I'll give them discipline instead. Pineapple and pressure?
Then finish. Ever worry people look at you different, doing that in public?
Let them look.
Discipline isn't about hiding who you are. It's about owning every breath.
The line keeps growing.
Patience. Everybody gets their slice. So you got...
The world outside is loud, Billy Joe. But in here, one breath, one bite of pineapple, and everything slows down.
Only you could make a pizza parlor feel like a temple.
Yeah, but I'm your...
What happened to the bong?
I smashed it in the ground. It's fun sometimes, but I'm the zigzag man.
It's a fight, Billy Joe. But this right here, this is the round I want to stay in.
Do you ever stop throwing punches?
Only to taste this pie and to taste you.
Best pineapple pie on the island, babe.
Worth the wait.
You take a hit like you take a punch without blinking.
Punches end, flavor stays. You made this?
Fresh pineapple from the farm up the road, people can't get enough.
Neither can I. They wait because it's real. Real beats everything.
Even you?
Only
Man I know who can make paradise sound like a stakeout.
Hey, I'm just here for the jackfruit steak. Let's keep it light, pal.
Frankie, let him be. He reads the wind.
Wind's gotta chill tonight. Means someone's coming.
Stay close. I'll handle this.
A storm building before the clouds even touch the horizon?
You're in paradise, brother. Have a drink. Let the ocean do the talking.
Can't ignore the whispers. Street's been restless.
Babe, it's a date. Let's keep it sweet.
I like a man with instincts.
But maybe tonight the only
About this? No one's gone past 580.
602! Rio, you did it!
World record. Told you.
Billy Joe.
Show them what real power looks like, baby.
80 feet, 3 inches. New world record.
You did it! You broke it!
The mark's ours now.
And the whole island
Let
just
'em
saw
remember.
it.
5 seconds, ladies and gentlemen.
Still climbing!
You got this, baby. 27 flat new world record. He has done it. A fire truck up the one.
Hold tight, Rio. Ramp's dead ahead.
Send it.
You got this, Rio! He's over it! Go!
Too easy.
You were incredible!
Couldn't have done it without you. Horses, you saved us.
Not yet. Keep your eyes on the water.
Sweet mercy, you knocked it cold.
I used to measure my worth in the weight of a stare, reading faces like futures, folding fear in the air. Every glance felt loaded, every silence a dare. Heart racing in a quiet room, louder than a flare. Dreams felt distant like subtitles lagging the scene. Mind running translations of what success really means. Told to pick one version, either legend or routine, but I'm drawing new blueprints on the in-betweens. I was raised on stay small, shrink your hunger, behave. Hand me down wisdom that turned courage to cave. Then rage started humming like a drum in my chest. Said either bury that thunder or aim it impressed. So I question every script that they etched in my brain. Why comfort sound like kindness while it's keeping you chained? Why the ones who clipped your wings swear they easing your strain? Why you thanking them for limits when you living in pain? I learned greatness isn't granted, it's a gradual death. You steal back every second they suggested you rest. From the couch bound comfort from the casual threats of be careful, be patient, maybe settle for less. I started talking to the version of me that I ducked, the one I left in the mirror when I labeled him stuck. He said you treat your own potential like a stranger you snub, but you quoting every critic like they prophets you trust. I felt years of hesitation getting pressed in a drain, like a record full of moments where I flinched from the flame. Then a spark hit the reel, all the frames turned bright. Every later that I saved started asking for light. This is grind past reality, spine casted audacity, line stacked with capacity, Minecraft an anatomy of a life that could last. Every quiet catastrophe turned collapse to a class on how to sculpture tenacity. I know lost like a language, fluent from every fight, where I argue with myself at 3 a.m. at the height of you ain't built for this, and maybe they all right, till hope answered in a whisper, then it roared in his sight. I've been broke in my spirit, not just pockets and plans. Tried to bargain with despair, with shaking, sweating hands. Told it take a little sleep, leave my will where it stands. It replied, if you still talking, you already advanced. So I lace every setback with a coded refrain. Either learn from the lesson or repeat it in vain. Every scar's a dissertation in surviving the strain. Every win is just a chapter, never treated as plain. I want hunger that's humble but unashamed at its reach. Not a mask for my ego, but a map I can teach. If you listening in the dark, feeling far from your peak, you ain't broken, you just early in the arc of your speech. Let them doubt, let them scoff, let them joke when you start. Let them call it obsession while you call it your art. They gon' label you extreme till your extremes become charts. Then pretend they always knew you had that fire in your heart. You are bigger than the weight of the comfortable views, bigger than the quiet pity when they think you'll lose. Every maybe they project is just a costume they use to disguise how terrified they be walking in your shoes. So breathe deep in the pressure, feel it sharpening sight. Let it carve out the courage you've been hiding from sight. Every step that feels shaky still counts as a fight. You ain't here to die waiting, you are built to ignite. If you need one final reason not to fold, this is it. This line, this second, this pulse in your wrist. You exist, that's the rarest kind of proof you'll get. So live urgently and honest and demand what you've bled to commit. I spit like synapses slamming in a traffic jam, rattling patterns and labyrinths, adamant battling marriages, balancing abacuses, callous inhabitants, calculating what passion is. My manuscript's a cannon fist, landing quick on the canvas of damaged kids and abandoned gifts of bragging myths and the management, habitual self-sabotage. I dissect it like analysts, panoramic paralysis, turn panic into parameters, map it and then dismantle it. I need you in feedback, critique like a speed back. Each step reshapes me, lean back, then I swing back. Twin tracks, in or and out, I'm monologue, a riff and they intersect, intellect intertwined with the internet instinct in the flesh. I've been a prisoner of precision, chasing perfect decisions till I learned every incision in my vision. Burst of revision, word collision, swirling prisms in the prism of good vision. Listening to inner friction as the plot and mentally efficient. Split the atom of my habits, watch the pattern glow. I stagger slow, hard hammering like a battering ram in a shadow. Proof status quo, I came from rooms and fluorescent hum. Crumbs on the counters, I'm bonded at 1 degree. Stuck with the comfort, drowns it out, anxious, angry, aimless. Every angle, tangled, language, strangled. Brain dismantled, fragile, scaffold till I grab the batter pad. Scratch maps of how I actually felt. Trace the pain, rolls of real fast. Quandary mold, I will trauma into armor. Carve honor from the hardest parts. Harsh remarks became charcoal from my chart apart. Now my scars are sharp remarks. I spark and dark remarks. I'm more targets with dark remarks. Archers in a yard of shark. I treat a beat like I'm breathing. Breathing pieces and pieces. Deep as grieving in evenings when even the ceiling is bleeding. I weave allegiance to heal it between the grievance and screaming. I'm kneeling to no one but feelings are realer than any convenient agreement. I've seen people freezing the bricks for cheap beliefs when they're weak and sink when they think I extinct with inflicting weakness and genius and grievance. A seed I bleed and let it leave and relieve us. I'm trying to build a breeze for better reason and nephew the world bend, spin limits, pin cynics with a grin. Let forbidden begin. I'm intimidated, grim, then I live it again. Driven as engines in prison yards, whittling wisdom and pens. Listen, if your pulse thumps like a bass drum buried in quicksand, if your ribcage rattles like a ridge trapped in a tin can, if every whisper you give the world gets clipped, dismissed, or dissed, man, understand that friction is flint for your gift hand. Grit stand, knuckles in the quick grass, kick past every slick trap, get the script back, rip that Big Mac, show the chap lips, side bitch, whisk gas, every mismatch, mismatch it into dispatch, and dispatches from dispatch, and get fast and fasten your fractures, craft them into chapters that outlast the fractures. You're not broken, you're a workshop worming, working through the worst shock, hurt talks and crosswords, learn to hear the first lock, diverting clocks, time folding over your shoulders, you grow older, souls sold to the stones, boulders rolled over, then one note, one clock, one moment of focus, always a hole in the bogus, hocus pocus of hopeless, hope grows slow, almost so close, it's go smoke, but hold those cold those, you told yourself, overhaul those old codes, white lines that ain't got your excuses like truant juries, fuse fury to pure curiosity, blur the worries, turn whiny to try me, to rhyme with me inside of me, the rivalry, put now the dynasty, I'm hiding behind the lies and patterns, but I channel that, handle that, candles letting candles dance, they can't cancel that, plan. Clocking, so tax, both hands on the timepiece. Mine's least short, but my grind's on a 9-piece. Side streets taught me that pride eats the con weak. Eyes leak ink, every line is a live feed. High speed, heartache, all called the hard days. Carve ways out of dark waves and sharp blades. Hard lace phrases that parlay with scarred faith. Smart play, turn a hard weight to a start gate. Bars shake bedrock, thoughts break the deadlock. Headstock split from the pressure that my pen clocks. Spread stock tips in a text full of red blocks. Said stop kid, but I'm built for the next shock. Check stock famine, a hope in the lunchroom. Test scores low, but my quotes made the sun bloom. One tune scribbled in margins of the month's doom. Bloom soon, boss heard the boom from the back room. Fact, I was that kid, last pick, bad fit, math flunk, but I'm at risk in ad libs. Class list tag me average, a blank script. Now my draft flips in the past kids. It's back late, back when cash quit before the rent date. Crack plates fasted, pretending it was cleanse day. Friends straight, envy in the air like a chem haze. I stayed steady on my pen like a fed break. Then fate wrestled every lesson from the letdown. Silk thread stress in my chest when I step out. Left out, stretched on the deck like a spent towel. Next round, bet on the breath when it spread sound. Syllable stack, little steel beams in a steel mill. Real wheel built in the kiln, that's a real skill. Still feel chills when I peel seals off a seal deal. Field drill, run through the fear till it feels still. Heard you ain't ready or a break from the rooftop. Crew swap tooth for a seat at the new spot. You drop tools, but they cheered for the shoe shots. News flash, views crash quick when the roots block. Mouth caught, lying to the mirror, then my roots rot. Truth, I was scared to the stare from the rooftop. You watch eyes judging your climb from a few blocks. I choose not to move by the mood of a loose talk. Blueprint glued in my brain from the break room. Gray fumes, late June, rage in the staff room. They assume fate's tuned to the wage on the last spoon. Past due, paced up in as a half truth. That's who made rules that equate what you make with your name, with your weight, with the space that you take. Shake loose from the frame they arrange in a cage. Every page that I rage on the rage barricade. I've been base locked, days blocked, face down, taste out. Trace routes in the grain of a great town. Ache loud, pray to the bravery I chase now. So if you wait around, age will drag your name out. So I lace vows in the language of the late bloom. Take wounds, aim them at the safest of the fake truths. Break rooms, whispering you'll cave by the eighth gloom. Play through, pain back, lit up like a flame plume. I move strange, 2 lanes in a tight turn. Life burn maps in my lap as the charge turned. Tried to learn calm, but the trauma had it twice burned. So I write firm lines till my mind finds a light term. I'm that might be, might not. Long shot, lock pick, poet turning plot into strong knots. Clock stops flowing, I've been living in a long thought. Song dropped every time I survive when the floor drops. Floor talk, I don't decorate pain, I dissect it, redirect it. Make a staircase, bare face, fear in the air like a flare case. Care placed carefully, carrying the chair breaks.
I've seen parents in the kitchen with the rent short, spent sport winnings on a fix, call it self-care. Hell flared, I was in the room when the help swore they'd be there forever, then forever took the next door. Next door slammed, echo in my head, then red pen circling the words, fuck you.
Welcome to our slice of paradise, cats. This spread, the surf, the stars, built it with prize money and a few scarred knuckles. Come on, we'll take a stroll.
It's dreamy, Reeve. The ocean's keeping beat like...
Above the midnight surf of Waikiki, this hillside estate glimmers like a jewel, an infinity of glass and stone spilling into the Pacific. For Rheotaxis.
To show them how the master hits,
Watch and learn. You work hard, you play hard.
and you grow it better than anyone.
Discipline makes luxury simple. Every leaf in here is a promise kept.
We're living the dream, Mark.
Open the door.
You're wild, Rio.
Clear eyes, full heart. Darling, you're the light in my night. You make the waves shine. Moonlit swells of Waikiki. Few love stories burn as brightly as that of Rheotaxis and Billy Joe. He, the muscle-bound mystic of mayhem she, the ice-blonde siren.
Peek behind the curtain. Welcome to our paradise.
Come on, let's show them the good stuff.
This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens.
Don't let the pillows fool you. Deadly weapons.
Stop it! You're impossible.
That's the.
Come on in, crew. Don't be shy.
Wait till you see
This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens.
Oh,
Careful
man.
with the pillow. Hey!
I got ninja
And
reflexes.
zero self-control.
That's the point.
The lifestyles of the rich and famous. We're on Waikiki Beach at the palace of fighter, philosopher, and all-around wild man, Rheotaxis. Welcome to my dojo.
I came from prudent parents, prudent despairing, backhanded compliments packaged in prudent fairness. Every you can do anything, glued to a hidden, accept that. So I learned to bend limits like spoons in a breakfast set, accept that. Stress wrapped in gift wrap, ribbon stitched in statistics. Kids like you go missing in a system that's logistics. I took that spreadsheet, scripture, ripped it, flipped it to glyphs. Now I write in hieroglyphic hierarchies of spite and uplift. I'm the product of late fees, latency, late night latitudes, flying through pages. Face on my phrases, evasive attitudes. Ate shame for calories, alchemy made it into batteries. Charging every bar to my biographies, a stack of anomalies. Teacher said, stay realistic with fear in it. I heard be less vivid, translated that into pure spirit. So I pierced limits, pen of view, my own piercings. Turned every warning label into a working thesis of perseverance. I'm in a room full of rumors, ruminating in rules. Cool, my future soon, my future's a veering too. But I grew truer, took every lose sooner. Looped it like loose sutures, stitched a new maneuver. Now my movement moves futures. I used to daydream in detentions, dimensions dented, death sketch with questions. Every sentence a rent attention. Now my mention's a benchmark. Pen sharp as benchmark interest. Invested in inner interest. Compound on my intent list. I've been broken both pockets and in patterns of thought. Tried to pawn off my potential at a fraction of cost. But the clerk looked at my scars like limited edition. Said you're pricing down the priceless. That's a criminal decision. So I double back. Subtle math that in trouble is muscle mass. Turn every scuffle into a shuttle blast from rubble path. You can spot the growth in the subtle graphs of subtle graphs. I chart arcs in dark parts. Mark starts in a clutter past. I spit for the kid who studies in the bathroom stalls. Or the bullies think he's sick, but he's sick of them all. Solving physics in his head while they flicking him spitballs. Hill for variables, the way I flick syllables, click falls and pit stops. The plot twist, watch this, clock ticks. Thoughts thick as plot bricks. I stack scripts and hot clits, rocked with locked fists. But my fight stays internal. I throw verbs in slow circles till the hurt turns thermal. You hear hunger in my grammar, grander a hammer. Manners dismantling, doubt demanding an ambulance for every passive aggressive passage that passes advice. I pass them in life, lopping laps in elaborate lock. Look, I'm not your lawyer, functional poster posed on a mountain. I'm the moment you stop scrolling, notice the slope and start counting. Every breath you banked, every thanks you yanked back from a mouth that never learned how to say I deserve that. I surf past setbacks, syntaxes, jetpacks, spin facts and spin back, then cracks and dens glass till the ceiling that was real and some splits into ribbons and you glimpse what you've been missing while they hit it in derision. I carry dictionaries like dictionaries carry walls. Every entry is a hinge pin, swing doors, fairy pearls. I bury hurts in verbs and exhume them in verbs again. You can hear the turbulence turn to tourniquets in the wording frame. My pulse drums and polyrhythm for the kicks conviction. I lace fiction with friction, ignite frigid convictions. I'm the mystic Macman edition of mission statements, taking probabilities, prison and picking its hidden gates. And I lace lessons in the negative space of each sentence. A thesis in the creases, sticks the grievances and
Billy Joe, you turned this fighter's world upside down.
And you made it feel right side up again.
I love you more than the fight, more than the ocean.
I love you, Rheotaxis, with everything I have.
Heart been fractured, factored into fractions of doubt. Stack habits in the pattern had me tap dragged down. I was gasping in a vacuum, passion blacked out. Till I mapped past damage, started scratching my route. Every setback a seminar, pressure made grammar sharp. Panoramic panic turned to planning in the dark. I was standing in the traffic, hearing havoc in my heart. Now I channel all the static and the tactics for the art. I was tired of the tiredness, wired to the sirens. Diary of violent hide inside and trying to style it. Eyes like pilot lights, tiny fire, private island. Now my lines ignite environments, aligning giants. I've been breaking out of patterns that my parents couldn't name. Inherited comparisons, embarrassments to shame. I was buried in a narrative that tearing at my frame. Now I air it in a paragraph and wear it like a chain. Every bruise is a blueprint, proof in the post. Every truth that I chewed, I removed from my throat. Used to move in a loop, superstition and control. Now I use intuition as the fuel for the growth. I was living as a later, living on a favor, craving validation from the villains and the fakers, chasing little praises like a payment for my labor. Now I'm basing all my waiting in a bravery and labor. They told me, play it safer, said they saved me from the danger. Same neighbors shaping cages out of language they would anchor. I was anxious in the acres of the anger that they savor, till I angled all that anguish into anchor breaking acres. I learned winners in the psyche, keep the fibers in me tight. When the climate isn't kind, I keep a fire in my sight. Every crisis is a cipher, every spiral is a right. If I write it with my life, then I can pilot through the night. If you hide it in your history, revisiting the scenes, rewinding every injury, considering extremes. Listen, you're a living, vivid synthesis of dreams, not a prison for opinions or an image in a meme. I've been hollow at the holiday, swallowing the egg, smiling out of habit while my mind would oscillate, talking like I'm solid while I'm shivering awake. Now I honor every wobble as the armor that I make. This is pain turned to patience, phase into flame. Every strain in the cadence is engraved with a name. Ancestors in the cadence, they were caged in the chains. Now to stay with the faith in my veins is my aim. I won't bargain with the bargain, and my heart is just a target. Every scar I've guarded hardest is a garden in the hardship. I've been harnessing the harvest from the hardest of the harshness. Turn the hardest part of harmless into marvels in the darkness. Look, you're hearing all my errors in a sequence of confessions. Each sentence an experiment and spinning out the tension. Every fear that interfered with my reflection now's a lesson. Every tear that hit the interior assembled me a weapon. I've been wrestling with restless for regret, pressing on my chest till I was breathless in the sweat. Then I questioned every checklist I had etched in my head. Now I etch in every second that I'm present instead. If you're bent by expectations that they etch when you attend to where you measure your existence by the metrics they remember, let this record be the message that your essence is a rented. You're a breath that kept invented through the pressure, independent. I've been broken, the spirit broken, tokens in my hand, till I noticed I'm the focus, not a ghost in their demands. I was spoken for my motives, I was told we're in the plan. Now my hope is turned to hope in every moment where I stand. I won't lie, I still crumble, still fumble in the fight, still stumble, still mumble, still struggle with the pride. Difference is I don't punish every stutter in my stride. I recover, rediscover something you were deep inside. You listening, existing in the friction of your days, in the distance of riddance, the whole world decays. Plane crash, baby born reincarnated. The same past may be torn, but at least the charm made it.
Feel that breeze? When I was 16, I slept right here on this sand with nothing but bruises and a dream. My old man brought me after every fight. Said the ocean would take the blood, but leave the left.
Billy Joe, I didn't come out here looking for a fight. Elvis called me out. He keeps saying his Kenpo karate is the top of the mountain. Maybe it looks good in a mirror, but in the ring, power belongs to Shotokan. It's straight lines, clean timing,
The future, man. Shotokan's old news.
He's right, pal. Fast hands beat stiff stances.
My word! That was beautiful. Did you see that?
Karate's better, pal.
Shotokan's old news. Wow. Incredible.
Kenpo karate is better, pal.
Yeah, nothing tops Kenpo.
Ooh! Wow, incredible.
Don't be cruel. I love you forever, baby.
I came from rooms with a paint bill, shame sealed in 8 fields of unpaid bills and late meals, where brave will was a faint quill trying to trace steel in a clay kiln and a vague chills and gray guilt. I was raised still in a place built on the phrase filled till my brain filled with the way out in a plain guilt. Now my veins spill every pain spill on the page to the case shields and a chain shift. Stain sealed every line, a little time bomb ticking my lip. When I speak it's a different eclipse in a prism of risk. I've been bridging abyss with a wrist of splinters and grit, ink dripping like a river of pitch. I'm insisting I live in the vision, conflicted and rich in the kind of conviction that pricks every script. I've been picking the locks on the limits they grip. Now the cynics are sick trying to mimic the flips that I spit. I don't fit in the system, I twisted, I lifted, I gifted, a glitch in the rhythm, I miss it, they piss it, a timid. I sift through the minutes, find gems in the grid of the image, then give you a mirror with the chip in the middle, reflect what is hidden. When I pivot like pivot. My diction is frictive and friction is cinder in seconds, and make it if life is a sentence. I'm bending the syntax, sending a synapse, sprint past limits and stamped in the index. See, I was a quiet storm in a riot form, fired form, letter after letter like a choir formed inside a wire swarm. Tired of the higher forms of bias worn in a smiling form of try to conform. I replied with a giant yawn. Now I write like a lion yawn, wide-jawed, iron drawn, bite the horizon off, lights gone. My mind's like a Zion for the exiled icons that they try to file in a silent gone. I lace meaning in layers of prayer and ablayers, paintings in the basement of my brain's arrangement. You hear phrases, I hear equations, how the cadence makes a frame that I paint displacement. I take aim at the vacant statements, break them, shake, but they ain't been up the planks and language. Double faces in the same entanglement, every phrase adjacent to a hidden blade and blade engagement. They told me tone down, they told me dense, too dense, too intense, don't make it sense to the Houstons. But I refused then and again, I choose pens to bruise strands, use vents in my chest as a fuse lens. I view stress margin of arguments I had with my doubt. I bargain with darkness, I sharpen my targets. I'm carving a garden out of the bark in the drought. Every scar is a part of the route. Every hardest remark they bark. And my art was a charge in a cloud that I'm armed with a spark in the mouth. The carve of the bark, the rumor words of the march. And in love, I'm the calm and the call alarm. Barked in a raw alarm, talking to God of the scars in my yard. Why? I caught it, can't cross that line. Still I walk that fine balance. So the fault in my mind's archive. So I talk and design. Outline my trials in a chalk white rhyme. Draw life in the dark, I survived. Each thought is, fuck you. By the echo of empty apartments and arguments, carving my confidence out of the carcasses, talking and counseling, sharp as a cartridge, guarding no sins in a notebook margin. Margins thin, hard in a harness, harnessing harm like a pharmacist, farming a harvest of hardened responses, alarming the harmless. Charter my course through the carnage, calm of a constant. Calmly I carve in the concrete a promise, a compass. The continent's farther than comfort allows me to wander. I wanted it honest. Monitors humming like subtle accomplices, documenting my consciousness. Box cut ambition in pocket, I pocket the compliments, out for the consequence. Rocket the document, popping shit, talking and thoughts in the column. I'm taught in the conduit, locking and caulking the victory, confident, walking that gauntlet with cautious accomplishments stacked in my consciousness. I was that kid in the back of the class with a backpack of panic attacks and a pad full of panic, a blockage, scratching the map to a planet where passion and talent attracting the magnetic pattern, phalanx in the static, expanding the attic of habits that happy attached to a past that was savage and tragic and blacklit and traffic and gas and theatrics that acted like family matter but vanished as fast as imagine the vacuum of ashes. Imagine that arrogance missile and chisel that whittled the middle of little resilience. Resilience is brittle on brilliance. I built an indelible image and syllable village. I'm filling with pillage. I'm filling my limit. My pen is a phallic and mineral, clinical, spiritual. Scratch that literal, lyrical, pin in the cynical, spinning the minute all into a cinema. Set of my minerals, ventricles, venting an infinite interview, intricate interludes in my interlude, interstellar interlude. In the mood, I learned that the pressure that presses your neck to the desk can compress you or bless you with legions of legend and dread into lessons that lessen intention. You question the weapons you kept in your chest when you threatened to end it. Defended the records was merely the message you needed. The net in the Senate, you living in Senate, new ending, extending the credits with credit you never were given. You give it to children who sit in the shivering kitchen and listen to dishes that glisten like prisons and vision. A prison of aneurysms, precision, incision, revision. You slept where you're resin, you're different, you did it. I'm stitching my stigma to scripture and ink that'll stick to the fixtures of fixtures and flickering pictures on walls of a building. I'm still in, but skilled with resilient. Each syllable sealing the silly from feelings. I'm feeling this villagers vilifying my vision. I'm vivid as video stills of a pivotal minute when middlemen mimic a minimum limit. I pivot and flinch in an instant, inventing an intimate incident imprint. I'm in it, committed, prolific, specific. I spit it acidic, but gifted a civic initiative. Lifting the timid, with pimic, the limitless, living, deliberate diligence, drilling a village of infinite bridges to link up the misfits to missions. Every time that they told me I'm too much, do too much, move too much, I chewed up, shoot through the crow tails, protract to the blown low feels, wounds to the new roots, grew through the gloom like a bloom in a brute. 2 months soon in the room, I assume doom, then boom, soon that cocoon splits in two when I shoot through with a new bloom. New bloom, new bloom. My pen is a plume in a war room. I'm torching the doubts that were auctioned as doctrines across to my oxys. A box of imposters adopted their toxins. I coughed till I spotted them frozen and pausing and plotting a process that's honest and awkward and awesome and awful and all of it awesome and odds are emerging. Inertia to alter the orbit of all of our mornings. A warning to boredom, a storm in the form of a chord and a plum in the core of a boy who was torn into portions of course to the corners, contorted of important as organs. A fortune of forming is forming. You can't put my pulse in the dust on the form here. Rust on the neck, but I'm a motherfucking stepper. Step to the edge, every ledge is a lecture. Jump for adjusting the way you get measured. I choose lift off. Get on my shoes, dress off. Walk through a room for the pussies. I'm pissed off. I'll beat the shit out of all of you. I'm dogging you. They are the new one. Selling God's calling you. Guys are the truth. Don't live like a ever
Billy Joe, all the titles, all the fights, none of it means a speck without you. I love you.
You big lug.
I love you too. More than the ocean loves the moon.
Then here's the size of it.
Don't you always.
Warming up, doll. Rio, that was unreal. You liked it? I loved it.
You stole every heart in this room.
Only heart I was aiming for is yours.
Well, congratulations, it's already yours.
Then I'm the luckiest.
I love you. I love you too. Stay behind me.
You came back,
Always. You're my heart, Billy Joe.
and you're mine. Step with you feels like the world finally makes sense, Rheotaxis. I love you.
Billy, I love you more than anything I've ever fought for. More than the ring, more than the wind in a fight. You're my home.
Smooth line, mister. Billy Joe.
I ain't good with fancy words, but I know this. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. I love you. It's as simple and as big as that.
Rio. I've been waiting.
You, Rheotaxis, more than the sun on this island, more than anything I've ever known.
Billy Joe, I love you. Make every fight, every scar worth it.
You're the strongest man I know. And the gentlest.
And you're the only one who can look me in the...
Gliding, Rio? Penguins pick one partner and stay with them their whole lives, faithful as the tides.
Sounds like the kind of promise I want with you.
I'm yours for good, just like them.
I thought I'd spend my life fighting alone. Then you...
Billy Joe. Skin like armor, but it's alive. A patchwork of scars that tell every battle he survived.
You know so much about them. I thought you just...
Fought.
Fighting taught me respect. These giants outlasted ice ages.
I'm Billy Joe. Magnificent, ancient, wise. They carry the whole world in their memory.
I had no idea you knew so much about elephants, Rheotaxis.
There's more to life than fists and footwork.
I love you, Billy Joe. More than the sea loves the shore.
I love you, Rheotaxis. With everything I've got.
Listening to you like you were born in the water. I just talk. I decide to trust. Same thing you do in the ring. Trust gets you hit. Or saves you. Depends who you're fighting. In 6 days, I've got an arena full of men who don't care. Then let them watch.
Billy Joe, you turned this fighter's world upside down.
And you made it feel right side up again.
I love you more than the fight, more than the ocean.
I love you, Rheotaxis. With everything I have.